kickoff moments away here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, a pair of NFC West teams face off. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Please welcome your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And away we go from Lumen Field. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on a run back at the 27. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 23 on that one. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Now Jackson off the play action. To the right side and reeled in by London. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They've got first down here from the 36. Jackson to throw it. Another one here to London. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lamar off the play fake. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1st and goal. Here's Taylor. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. They're on the road, but still favored coming into this one. And they quickly made a mockery of that home field advantage, Brock, with an opening drive TD.
Just kind of playing like a team, right? That just knows it. They believe in themselves. They've got that athletic arrogance and confidence. Coming into this building, they can't wait to take the home crowd right out of it.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Has this at the 6. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? A former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
He was a comeback story that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. But he paired with head coach Kevin O'Connell, threw a whole bunch of touchdowns in Minnesota. Remember, Kate, he was an MVP frontrunner early last season. Exactly why the Seahawks targeted him, wanted him, and now have him in the fold.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Throw right side, finds Cup. This gets forward to around the 29. Brought down by Fred Warner.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the gun, Darnold. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's into the end zone for the pick 6 for San Francisco. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
Folk on now to try the point after. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the 49ers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's Derink Young to return this. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. It kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you. Every single pitch, the ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind, every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Trying to hit his fullback there. So that brings up 2nd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
A gain of 17
That's
yards.
just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Lamar now from the gun. This one's caught. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 20-zip lead. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Folk on now to try the point after. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the 49ers push their lead to 21-zip already. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And they're really going to have to rebuild any momentum from scratch here, Brock, coming off that pick 6 that just made the hole they're in deeper. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. What they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Gun, here's Darnold. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And this defense is going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
49ers to the line, 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. He gains 11 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Play action. Here's Jackson. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
From the gun, Jackson. That's him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during the game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Got his man. It's Golden. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Jackson gets it to his fullback. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Now Jackson on 3rd down. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
First down. 1st and 10.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. They give to Taylor, right side. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Taylor. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Gets them a couple there in a very good spot now with 2nd and goal from the 1.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Another shot for Taylor. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
The line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. We've got the 49ers in front. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. Taylor. And he gets in. Touchdown. The 49ers are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Folk with a point after. And the 49ers continue piling on to this lead.
Seahawks nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Young on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. To throw, here's Darnold. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Throwing here, Darnold. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. Gonna get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He'll air it out on 3rd. He's making a bid for it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st and 10, Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Robbie Oots the target on that throw. And now it's second down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Darnold. It's a screen pass. Charbonnet. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays on the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Thomas Morstead on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. It's fielded at the 14. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. The 49ers have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Play action now with Jackson. Jump off, caught by his back. And we'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. They'll send him over right. Jackson out of the gun on 3rd. Man downfield, and he finds London. Hits the 20. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 72 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Taylor. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The 49ers blowing them out now, 34-zip. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Young on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Darnold. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Finds Charbonnet underneath. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Play fake, Darnold. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. And again, it's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, and you've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. Darnold looking to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Those defenses spend all week trying to find that numbers advantage. How can I get a guy free? Or how do I get my best rusher in a one-on-one to feed him and get home and get that sack? That was study put into action for the SACK.
Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. And they could really use a good one here. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The 49ers have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we got to assume this drive, Brock, likely going to end in a touchdown as well. '49ers to the line, 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground. Taylor dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Jackson now on 3rd. Kittle makes the catch. They're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.